Top of the morning, top of the morning. What's going on? Salute, salute, salute. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know what's going on. Yo, after last night, man, I'm not gonna hold you. We definitely missed the snooze button for sure. We definitely tapped that for a little bit, but we back in effect. Y'all know the vibes. Top of the morning. Salutations to all of the people of the free world that took their time to tap in with us today. You're now rocking with the No Snooze Button Show, the morning show powered by the people for the people. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in and jumping on this journey with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We definitely want that feedback. Let us know what's going on in your town, your city, your community, so that way we can get y'all that information back. You already know what's going on. My name is Contest, the host that does the most, and I'm joined by my two brothers in crime. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
You already know what the deal is. It's your boy Easy E up in the scene. Tap into the No Snooze Button. You already know how it go.
Yeah. What up, y'all? Shit, y'all know what time it is, man. When you hear this, that means get off your ass and on your feet. Like Tex said, man, we apologize for the brief tardiness. You know what I'm saying? Had a busy night last night. These motherfuckers was up here cussing each other out for 4 hours straight. I couldn't stop the stream. You know
If you know, you know.
If he dies, he dies. If he dies,
he dies, he dies.
Shit. But though, appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all know what it is. Tex, you got the gas and shit for him?
Oh, yeah. No, we definitely today we're gonna hit them with some financials, which is actually
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. This is what we actually need to get into real quick. So I'm gonna hit y'all with the small financials, and then we're gonna get into not really small financial. I'm gonna get y'all with the regular, but then we're gonna get into a big topic that definitely happened for the past week, since Monday. But gold has went down $7. It's at $2,404 right now. Silver has went down 6 cents from the last time that we spoke. Is at $27.21. Platinum still keep going up. I'm starting. I think BG. I think BG and Birdman got a song now. Crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy how to take
you think.
So,
yeah, I'm slapping that.
It's insane. So that platinum is still going up, man. Right. That platinum is still going crazy, man. It's platinum and diamonds back in effect, man. Palladium is at $909. It went up $16. Now we go get to the meat and potatoes of everything. The Dow.
Hold on, my nigga. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, Tex. The fuck is palladium?
Yeah.
I was gonna walk by it. But since we here, let's find out. Tex, what's going on? You know something that we need to know about?
Niggas ain't buying palladium. Nigga, like, what the fuck is that?
Where am I supposed to even get that from, bro?
I'm just trying to give y'all all the opportunities, man. Listen, man. I'm trying to give y'all all the opportunities. So just in case y'all didn't know, boom. When an ounce of palladium, right, it goes for about, let's see, $844. That's insane. I'm not gonna hold you. $844. That's for an ounce. That's for an ounce of palladium, man. Yeah, lock in, man. Lock in and get some palladium, man.
You talking like palladium is like the new dope or something? Like, yeah, that's the new ounce right there. What is that, bro?
Lock in, man. Lock in, man. But,
y'all go buy some fucking palladium, man.
Wherever you can get it, make sure you cop an ounce. Yeah,
cop an ounce. Yeah, cop an ounce for sure. You can't do about a pound. But the price chart for 10 years, like it's gonna be insane for palladium. But if you know, you know. So boom. Here's the thing, right? The stock market decided to take a loopy-loop and take us for the ride. Investors pulled out, and major investors in most U.S. and overseas markets were pulling out, especially with Japan. There was a big dip on Monday, but Tuesday things kind of rose. So I'll let you guys know what happened today. Well, what happened today? So the Dow Jones, the industrial average rose up 1.6 points and opened at 38,704,000, right? The SP 500, which a lot of people are very familiar with, so that includes like Apple, Google, most of the Fortune 500 companies are in this index. They opened at 17.73 points, so about 0.34%. While the Nasdaq opened up at 63.7 points, or 0.39%. So, like, what happened was that there was an extreme dip. People were scared due to the upcoming possible war that is occurring right now. A lot of countries are mobilizing between Iran, Taiwan. Obviously, you guys know what's going on in Ukraine and Palestine, but like all the countries are in turmoil right now, either internally or between other countries. So a lot of investors are scared about the exporting of materials, so they're pulling back from a lot of the investments. Also, a lot of American companies was using the yen, the Japanese currency, because it was a lower, obviously, it was a lower threshold. But because of the Japanese investors backing out, that put a lot of the American investors at pause too. So we're gonna see. There's going to be a huge dip, and they already said that we was in a recession, but this is gonna be the big. This is gonna be the big one. There's going to be a huge big dip, but everybody knows that in a recession and when there's dip, there's opportunity to get into the action. So I'll keep y'all updated and let y'all know what to look out for and to get into the action, so that for the next 10 years, you're gonna be those people that's getting your dividends. So yeah, stay in tune. Even though this is a bad thing, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So I'll keep you on tune with that.
You think the investors know something we don't know, Tux?
They usually do.
For sure. There's, especially with NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, you guys are familiar. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's like a graphics card, if I'm mistaken. I think it's a graphics card, and it's used in a lot of like processing, computer processing. If I'm not mistaken, there's 3 governors that pulled out from NVIDIA. There's, I think, it's either 2 senators and 1 governor, or like 2 governors and 1 senator, but basically 3 government officials pulled out from that. So when you see that you have government officials pulling out, that means that there might be either a malfunction with a certain chip that we're going to be hearing in the near future. There may be some problems even with Google. So Google just got a jurisdiction that they need to cut down their monopoly. They have too much of a stronghold with the manufacturing, Google search, things of that nature. So that's why you're seeing there's a lot of investors pulling out, because a lot of companies are either going through legal issues or the current crisis that's happening throughout the rest of the world when it comes to the war. People are just scared.
I heard the crypto crash hard too.
That's definitely the case. Because I don't know if remember we was talking about it, that there's a lot of countries that were going to the CBDC route, which is like kind of like going into the centralized blockchain crypto route, and a lot of companies aren't being sustainable by that. Although the smaller countries have been able to like eat off as a economic wise, using it as a bartering system, right? A lot of companies it's not sustainable because it's not backed by anything and it's not regulated, quote unquote. See? So that's why a lot of
niggas
people, you know what I mean? They're not working out.
I told niggas years ago, man. This crypto,
tough, though. You know why?
But this crypto shit is not the stock market, though. It's not the stock market.
It's not.
That's why I tried to tell niggas, man.
The only thing I will say though, Ox, is that with Ethereum, I think I'm saying it. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Ethereum, right? That's the only thing that I think is gonna be sustained throughout the crypto, because not only it's a form of currency, but it's also like a driving network. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's sustainable by itself, so it can like. It's the only thing that the value, for the most part, is not going to be as volatile compared to the rest of the coins. So a lot of people are trying to use it as a form of like to create applications off of it, right? So the idea for Ethereum is technically like, for example, if you want to, instead of including a whole bunch of like realty companies and things like that, you and I can just barter a contract that I may be like, if you want to rent me a room or rent me a room in your house, we could just do that online. You get what I'm saying? Using Ethereum, and we'll be able to draw contracts. That's what the thought process is for crypto.
Yeah,
That's what it's
text.
you know what I'm saying?
I've been hearing that shit and it still sound like bullshit, bro. I can write a contract up with my hand.
Right. No, I feel you. That's what.
That's why even Ethereum didn't even give you like, nigga. I made money off Ethereum. Like,
Right.
I got on Ethereum early and bought and sold that shit back in 2021. Nigga, I got up out of there quick.
You gotta buy that. I feel like
Ethereum.
It's how you use it.
Ethereum, mana coin, all that shit.
Like, Mana was crazy. Mana was crazy.
Yeah, Mana went crazy. I'm like, I'll just take that shit and go. I'm cool. I'm not gonna sit around playing with these fucking cryptocurrencies because honestly, it just sounds like it just sounds like a whole lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand the whole idea of we want a coin that's not centralized. We want this and that. Like nigga, the government's not going for that shit. And it's like niggas can say what they want to say or put how much money they want to put into it. Like eventually, I just have no faith in cryptocurrency at all, bro. At all.
Well, I will say this though, Ox. The CEO of BlackRock did say this statement. He said that eventually, for the most part, most of people's assets will be in a form of a token. How that's going to translate, I'm not too sure. But for some strange reason, the big companies are still at play when it comes to crypto. You get what I'm saying? So like they're gonna try to make it happen for sure. Is it gonna work? I don't know, but they're gonna try to make it happen.
It's not gonna be like what people say it's gonna be.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Agreed. It's definitely gonna be completely different.
Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be what they say it's gonna be, bro. Like I think that there's definitely gonna be digital form of digital currency, but it's just gonna be $1. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's.
So let me ask you this: Do you think that because that's what the issue would be like, right? ETFs, bonds, like the traditional way of stacking your money versus the new way. Do you think that with this volatile crash market, do you think that the standard way of investing and things like that, do you think like it could still last for the next 20 years? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like do you still think that
commodities, you know what I'm saying? Commodities, corn, coffee,
right,
shit like that. Like, yeah, that's the only that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing.
Buying imaginary coins don't make no sense. Now, I will say that like mana, that shit made sense because it's actually like a digital coin where people are using that shit in VR. Like if you could do that, where I'm buying mana coin, right? Like let's say there's actually a certain amount of coins in this game or in this virtual reality where they, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be, let's say there's gonna be 100 or 500 billion of them. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's that, and then we're investing in the value of the coin goes up and down based on certain things in the game. Or I don't want to call it a game because people don't like that, but in the virtual reality, in that alternate reality, in that VR, you know what I'm saying, and you're buying houses, you're buying paintings, you're buying food. It's an actual currency, but just a currency in another place, like a virtual reality. That makes sense, nigga. Like I'm like, okay, I can get with this, you know what I mean, but. And the value of what you invest in, the amount of coins that you buy, that goes up based on shit that's actually happening. Where these people are like, that VR shit, people actually live there. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own house. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. There was a case in point, and there was a timing point where the value of that was super high, especially during the pandemic, right? Where people were stuck home. And at this point, they were invested into that. Now, God forbid something like that happens again, that ebb and flow goes right back up. You get what I'm saying? So that's where
I mean, personally, it's just like I just don't I just don't believe in it, bro. It just sounded like it was some shit to me where people were scared. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the next new thing. Like motherfuckers thought the world was coming to it. Man. I just find it very hard because when it started going, it just seemed like to me it's an anti-government type thing. Like it's a way to not let them control the dollar or whatever. They just not gonna let you do that, bro.
Now we'll definitely see. I mean, I think it's just a wait and see. I think circumstance can dictate. I think circumstance is going to dictate what the next shift in the economy will be. You get what I'm saying? So I can't. You know what I mean? But we'll keep in tune with that, and we'll keep y'all in tune and what's going on. If there's any opportunities, especially with this stock market, quote unquote, crashing in front of our very eyes.
Hell yeah. That's just another thing I'm not too much worried about. But what I am a little concerned about though, what I am a little worried about is what the fuck is going on in England. I don't know what they call themselves over there. Is that England, United Kingdom, Britain? What the fuck they go by over there?
They go by Martians. They're Martians over there.
They're Martians.
Shout out to Mars, man.
I don't know. Yo, chat. If you from over there, what we supposed to call that area? Is that England or Britain or
the ends?
Whatever the fuck it's called, right? So there was last Monday there was 3 young girls that were killed at a Taylor Swift themed dance party in Southport, Merseyside, right? And since then, bro, it's been going crazy over there. I can't just pick one article. Typically I like to just make sure I can find a couple articles to fact check these current events. I don't like to be spreading lies. But there was just the other day there was like 90 people arrested in a bunch of riots, and I mean they got white folks out there looting and shit. They running through, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's go, white people, turn up, man.
I'm like, shit, get it easy. You know what I'm saying? If you piss, nigga, do what you gotta do. I don't care.
Yeah, crash out.
Burn that motherfucker down. But so I seen they're going crazy, bro, in Hull, Liverpool, Bristol, Manchester, Stoke-on-Trent, Blackpool, Belfast. Like all the cities are out there turning up. And then I'm seeing other articles where now they need to ban Taylor Swift music.
Ban Taylor Swift is crazy, yo.
That's mad funny.
Hey, shit. Look.
She's inciting riots and shit. Holy smoke.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? The music be doing something to people. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Right.
Yeah, but now it's like groups like the groups of basically they're saying that you know what I'm saying, that it's gone too far. They need to get the refugees, the immigrants, everybody out the country.
Oh, tripping. Shit.
I saw because I haven't been able to confirm this. So I hope somebody can let me know that the person that actually stabbed the little girls was apparently immigrant. But then I got other news groups saying that they're just spreading false narratives. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find out whether he was or whether he wasn't. Whoa. That don't really, I'm gonna keep it real. That don't too much matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever it was killed 3 little girls. So I don't give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? But they tearing the whole country up. I saw where they was outside a hotel where the government is it's an asylum seeking hotel or whatever, that they're housing people. That was kicking the windows in, bro. They was beating the fuck out of people. You know what I'm saying? I seen that. I'm seeing where like black folks, Asians, just brown skinned people getting caught slipping by themselves, getting fucked up. But then I seen where now it's like groups of like Muslim folks. They clicking up and they run into the streets they, you know what I'm saying, they doing their thing. So
Because
it really looks like a lot of
Word.
facts. It looks like a lot of civil unrest. The prime minister, or I think he's the prime minister, one of the government officials came out and said, like, yo, he was talking to like the far right wing people, you know, like the white folks and stuff at first. I don't know if he condemned the other groups yet, but he was saying that you will regret this, basically. Like, if y'all don't get y'all shit together, you will be prosecuted, you know what I'm saying, to the highest extent of the law. You know what I'm saying? That this is not what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
That's a whole bunch of word salad, bro. That's a whole bunch of word salad, bro.
Facts, facts. Easy. I know. Easy. You had specifically want to holler about this too. What's your thoughts on this, bro?
I mean, from what I'm seeing from people that's from the area, this shit is crazy. I'm hearing this shit been breeding for months. Like, this been a situation that they've been handling, but like it finally reaches breaking point. I guess with the three children that was murdered. Allegedly, it was allegedly a migrant that did that, but the police did nothing. So now the migrants are fighting the people that's protesting, and the police are somehow caught, I guess, in between it, or like, I don't know at this point if they're in between or like it's a triangle at this point, because if people from the area saying this been breeding for months, I don't know what's going on right there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's a triple threat match,
know, it definitely has been brewing for a while. Like, I've seen, you see videos all the time on X, on Instagram, on the internet, in these news columns where people are just getting fed up with refugees and migrants and stuff like that. And I saw where Poland, the prime minister in Poland, or maybe not prime minister, but whatever they call him over there, he was like, "Yo, y'all motherfuckers can't come here." He said, bro, and he specifically said that we don't take any refugees from these countries, that countries. Then he doubled down and said, we got at least, I think he said 10,000. I think he said 10,000 Ukrainians over here that are there. And so that's when it was like, okay, this has got to be racially motivated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he said we got 10,000 Ukrainians who are over here, but they're here, they're working and whatnot. He said we won't take one. He said we won't take one of these Muslim people, whatever, because this is what happens basically. He said y'all can call us. He said y'all can call us racist. Y'all can call us nationalists. Y'all can call us something. I don't care. Nigga said, I don't care. Our government is doing what our people want us to do, and we don't want this. I ain't gonna, but you know what though, Tex? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't mad at that nigga though. Like, yo, if this is what I feel like the government should do what the people want the government to do. Now, whether it's right or whether it's wrong, however we feel about it, if that's what his people want, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't force this shit on people.
Let me say this real quick, Ox, because I remember I saw 2 tweets about this, and it's very interesting. One tweet was British government allied with Muslim immigrants versus native British citizens. Mm-hmm. People can only be pushed so far. So the government been treating them bad. Now, another tweet that was really interesting to me was one person saying, a government that prioritizes illegal immigrants over their own citizens deserves to be replaced. Does that remind you of anything right now?
Yeah, dude. And that's why I wanted to get to this, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But what do y'all feel about that last statement?
Yo, hold on. That's a bar right there. I was just about to ask Easy to repeat that real quick, just for the people in the back, just in case y'all didn't catch that. Like, because are you kidding me, bro? That's 100% a fact. That's 100% a fact. You're telling me that and that's where we've been tricked. Like, this representation by the whatever the term is, like the way that our government is set up through representation is a false equivalency. It's spitting in people's face, because most of the time the people that are representing you don't live in your neighborhood, don't understand your dynamic, don't understand your economic status, don't understand what you've been through. So how are they tell you that they're representing you? How are they supposed to make decisions for you when they don't? Most of the people they live, most of the people they live within the senators, the judges, they live within their own communities. They're in their own little bubble. So how are we getting represented while other countries are just saying, "Now we're gonna listen to the people," or the people are gonna show them, "Yo, you better listen to us or else." In Germany, all the farmers, they took all of their the farmland and like the tractors and stuff like that, and they blocked the national highways, bro. They went into government official buildings and dropped like dog shit, like manure in front of the thing. Say, yo, if y'all don't,
they was doing that in France.
Anything. They were doing it in France as well. Like they're not playing around. They're not playing around.
But so what? So I asked y'all because I seen, and I know y'all in New York. I was watching the news and seeing videos and shit where there was just whole buildings that they was using to house immigrants and asylum seekers or whatever hotels. And it's where people were saying that we're not even comfortable over here no more because these people are just hanging out all on the sidewalk, hanging out in the streets. You know what I mean? How is it out there? Has there been any sense that there might be some civil unrest to the extent of what's going on in England?
I wouldn't say up to the extent of England, because England's situation sounds like it's been brooding for years, and it's more for their government is kind of different than our government. So I would say it's different than England, but we are paying attention to that situation. I done had multiple conversations with multiple people from multiple different aspects of life, and they bring up this situation right here, and a lot of them not pleased with it. And one of the things that they like to point out is, and it refers right back to that same tweet, it seems like these people are getting treated better than the people that live here and pay taxes. I saw a picture one day, and I don't know if it's true or not, because anything could be AI generated now, like AI generated shit is crazy, or Photoshop shit like that. Right. Like you don't know what it could be. But there was a picture of somebody took a picture of a migrant of their food stamp card.
Oh yeah, I don't believe that shit, bro. I for sure think that shit was either placed there on purpose. Somebody doctored that shit. Ain't no fucking way they're giving nobody 13,000. No way.
They could save up to that bread though. It's possible for
how they save all that up. Don't you got to eat? You either gonna sell them food stamps or you gonna use some of them. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna. No way.
Yeah, no way. On that money, no I don't know that look in.
Bro, you gonna come on? You know.
Very fishy. Very fishy.
I done seen people flip. If you telling me you got 13 and you're not flipping that, nah.
That's $6,500 right there. Then you selling that.
That's too much of a flip. That's too much of a flip.
But they got that bread right there, so like they living comfortably at that point, bro. Like that could be a family. Like that doesn't have to be somebody that needs to flip the bread. If that picture was
full stamp sell faster than dope. Easy ain't no way.
No, that's a fact. You already know how that goes. That's a big fact. No way. Well, food stamp, what? And you getting that off? You got the spot for it too, and you getting that off? Yeah. That's going.
That's my thing. When I first seen that, bro, I didn't buy that shit for a second. I was like, I'm like somebody either left the doctored receipt. They're leaving doctored receipts somewhere on purpose to try to get people upset, or this video is just made up, bro. Like it's no way, bro. Like I could believe 1,100. You know what I'm saying? 700 cash. I could believe that. Like that's regular shit. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. Ain't no way nobody going out here walking around here with $13,000 in food stamps. $5,000 in the cash aid, and they just
regular cash aid. Oh, nah, son. No.
But the fact still stands.
I will say this. I'll throw easy this thing. New York, Ox, where there's a will, there is a way. We are the home of the finesse. We are the home of the finesse.
Okay.
Listen, Ox. Listen.
Maybe out there, I just ain't never seen nothing like that out here before. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I will say
I've seen a lot, but never like that.
That's what I'm gonna let you know this. New York is its own little bubble, bro. Like there with things that you could imagine in other places, you will definitely see it in New York, son. Like it is insane. Yo, right to the point that you were saying, like, do you see the tensions rising? Remember, we talked about it the other day where the migrant was with the migrant guy, the Hispanic guy was with his girlfriend. He wasn't even a migrant. He was a regular Hispanic guy. Remember, and the black guy ended up trying to stab him, and they got into a fight.
Oh yeah.
And he ended up throwing, like, come on, like, we're seeing it in real time. And he was beforehand, he was talking about, the migrants taking all the jobs. Mind you, the guy's not even a migrant. The guy's been living in New York for all his life. You get what I'm saying? So it just shows you, like, there has been a concerted effort to pin the migrants against the regular people. Like, it's not like it's naturally happening. There is I wouldn't say they're creating tension, but it's like you're putting them in the environment for tension to arise, no matter what. You get what I'm saying? By
I believe so too. I believe that there is, like, you know what I'm saying. It's always a divide and conquer thing. I don't think they necessarily don't want any type of friction. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'll feel you on that. Also, my thing about that, what I was going to say when I was asking y'all about how, like, the tension out there in those certain areas where there's like a concentrated amount of them, like in the hotels and these buildings and stuff, right? Because I mean, y'all know how that shit work, where it come, like, you get a lot of teenagers coming, you know what I'm saying? You get like young adults and whatnot. And then they feel like they might be getting picked on or something, and they got to form their little crews, their little gangs or whatever. Wow. And it just, you know how it goes.
You hit it right on the head, Ox. You hit it right on it. That's exactly what happened. And what's happened, a lot of people is not realizing is that there are already gangs already over there. They're coming from over there. Like, there's a lot of cases where a lot of gangs from Venezuela, from El Salvador, they're already, so when they're getting their people, they're just mobilizing over here. And let's not be this is not like the TV shows and Power and all that stuff, but they're figuring out how to maneuver in these areas. You get what I'm saying? They're meeting up with the local people. They're getting cool. They're figuring out what's going on, and then eventually they're trying to finesse the system as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not only like, they're coming in and trying to be upstanding citizens and stuff like that. They are the ones that are saying, can I get a come up over here? Like, this block is not lit. Let me see if I can make, and they're setting up shop. Let's not be for real. Like, they are setting up shop for show in all industries in the underworld as well. So we're going to see a rise in violence. The more they set up in the underworld over here, the more violence is going to take place for sure.
So I'm not sure exactly what Handsome Jam means by their migrant situation. Is nothing like Cali. But I would say for sure, like, we so used to, Mexicans and stuff like that. I don't really know. Like, when I see people, I don't just, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to assume shit, but I just, I don't really know who's. And honestly, I don't really be caring, like, who's illegal and who, illegal and whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying? We just so used to that, like, out here, that I can't really call it,
It's not to cut you off, Fox, but it's not just like migrants or like Mexicans showing up. It's like how they are showing up and the droves they are showing up in, because this got dropped onto us out of nowhere and we didn't like really prepare for the situation or even expect it. But then how they're coming in, like, sometimes when you're on public transportation, you're seeing droves of them sometimes come in. Sometimes you see them with the baby on their back with the little tie-in little baby thing. Like, I don't even know what to even like call it or explain it. Like, it's like a little tie that they put.
But let me ask y'all though. Let me ask y'all. America, for the past century, we have been the self-proclaimed leaders of the free world. This is supposed to be the home of the free, land of the brave. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be where you can come and you could, you know what I'm saying, you could start a new life. You're supposed to do it, through certain channels, paperwork and whatnot, the proper ways, right? Now, I don't really know exactly what's going on in these countries in South America, Venezuela, you know what I'm saying, El Salvador, Mexico, Ecuador, all these countries, right? If these people are running from something, if they are seeking asylum, if they are being, you know what I'm saying, brutalized in their countries, in whatever form or fashion, do y'all not feel like, okay, if we are the leaders of the free world, that we should figure out a way to help them? We should figure out a way to bring them here and you know what I'm saying, do something.
Let me
Now,
ask-
obviously, if it's just bring them here, sit them up in all the hotels and give them hella bread, hella money, like that's not the way. But should we, as the leaders of the free world, figure a way to help these people?
let me ask a real quick text. Let me just ask a rebuttal question to that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If helping them is going to cost hurting your own people, are you still going to do it?
So this is the thing, like if it's really hurting people, then no. But I believe there is a way to do it without hurting people. But this is what I'm saying. Or in certain situations, is it really hurting people or motherfuckers just acting like bitches?
Good question. I think
because look, Tex, real quick. I'm listening. I watched where farmers, big farmers, they're like, yo, we have to, like, we're mandated to put out job opportunities in our area. We have to try to hire local people. We have to do that. We're mandated by law to do that. People don't come for these jobs. And when we hire these migrant workers, it actually costs us more than it does to hire Americans because we have to pay, I forget, it's like a tax. It's like a tax thing that we have to pay when we hire migrant workers. He's saying, so it's not necessarily that we don't want to hire migrant workers. We would prefer to hire Americans because it's cheaper for us to hire Americans. And this is a farmer in Idaho, farmers in Eastern Oregon, Eastern Washington, California that are saying we are taxed when we hire migrant workers, but the residents, the local residents, whether they're employed, broke, or whatever, they don't want to get in these fields and put in no work. They don't answer the job applications or nothing. So while people are saying that we're just giving jobs away to migrants, they're coming to work, and the Americans don't want to come get the jobs. We are getting taxed more for hiring them. What is that about?
Go ahead. Easy.
I'll have to question the accessibility of that job to the U.S. citizen. Are you putting in that job in good faith for the U.S. citizen? Because then, how was the job so easily accessible for the migrant? Then I'll have to. That's a vague statement right there. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Ox, but then we could start deep diving into that question because then you're basically giving the job to that immigrant, but then was that accessibility for that immigrant was on the same level for a citizen?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These out here, we got farmland and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it might be different out here than it is over there for y'all. Like I don't know exactly how it is for y'all, but over here, like we got so much agriculture. You know what I'm saying? Like on California, we feed a lot of the country with our agriculture. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then in Eastern Washington, Eastern Oregon, there's a lot of big farms, a lot of shit like that. In Idaho, there's a lot of farmland. You know what I'm saying? And bro, a lot of these people, American citizens, are too good to go work that farmland.
Right. So the point, there's a comment that Wizard Kelly said, right? He said coming from an immigrant family, a lot of it is that these immigrants will do the jobs that the Americans are willing to do. That is the point that I wanted to counter with what Easy was saying. So you're saying why do they have the access to it? It's because they will take on certain jobs that a lot of Americans would deem below them. For example, a porter. A lot of Americans will turn down, no matter how much you pay them. They will turn on a porter job. A lot of them will turn down a housekeeping job. Why do you think even a lot of trade schools, like you'll see a lot more immigrants in trade schools because a lot of American men they're not interested into trade schools as they used to be. Now, don't get me wrong, they took a lot of it out of the schooling, just normal schooling, and they put it in its separate like trade schools, things of that nature. I understand that process. But when you also go to those trade schools, because I'm watching and I'm seeing who's coming to do HVAC stuff, I'm seeing it's a lot of immigrants who's doing like electrical work, who's doing plumbing, things like that. I see way more immigrants than a lot of American born citizens. So I think it's like some of the Americans have to get their head out their ass. They're in the mindset of, and maybe it might be social media that has affected a lot of some of this
Wouldn't you
generation.
put that on the education system though, Tex? Like, because
Yes.
like how you said, they
Yeah,
took it out
Yeah.
the education system. So in turn, they put us in a different mindset to go forward with a goal that's not conducive with what you're saying, with handyman tools, with handyman jobs, like the same
100%.
kind of jobs that was available to us before. So wouldn't you say the education system, because many schools, I don't know how our school out there went for you, Ox, but many schools then like it wasn't like no kind of handy things was implemented in the school system unless you went to a school privatized just for that. So like, where was that curriculum ever going to pop up for you? Meanwhile, the people from different countries, that's how they get their bread and butter. Meanwhile, we're getting taught our bread and butter in a different way.
I think it's a mix though, because we are relatively close to the same age. I believe that when we were coming up, they started pushing how important it is to learn like the computers, where our parents, our uncles, you know what I'm saying, or people, our aunties before that, you know, I believe they were getting pushed to more into trades. And then I remember specifically the last year that we had something like that was the 6th grade. We had wood shop. You know what I'm saying? We had wood shop in the 6th grade. And that was the last time we even had an option for anything like that for me personally. And so like, and then they had like firefighter courses, but you had to be past a certain age. You had to be like 17 to be able to start going to the local community college to start doing stuff like that. But so what I'm saying is we start getting computers and shit in the classroom in like probably like the 3rd, 4th grade. They start trying to teach us, you know what I'm saying, get on the computer. You got to learn how to do this. You got to be able to do this software. You know what I'm saying? That's what they start pushing as far as I can remember. So I think it's a mix of both. I think the school system could step up and help us back in getting more trades. And kind of pushing kids to go to trade school. I definitely do. With that being said, obviously computers are very important, but I think it's a mix of both. Western 742, he says, Ox, support your movement. People are acting like bitches. I don't know. I mean, I asked that question because it's like, are we kind of overblowing it, or is it going to get as serious as what's going on in England? I do want to move on. Let's get some final thoughts on that. Let's move on.
Yeah, final for sure. I just want to say this. And this is a great topic. We could probably on Graveyard Shift definitely see if we could unravel that. But I will say this. I do think that it will swell to a certain point. I hope that it's not something where it's monumental. You know what I'm saying? Like a large, catastrophe, things like that. You know what I mean? Like that's driven based on the tension that's occurring throughout the ethnicities. But I do think it's going to get worse. I do think that, especially I think this is where the big key is, schooling, Ox. I think that's a very, very important thing that a lot of people haven't really kind of focused on. The schooling. A lot of people brought their kids with them. They need to get enrolled into school. What that means? A lot of kids are not going to be able to go to school that are living in the community, because if you don't get registered in time and if y'all lose your seat, you lose your feet. It doesn't matter what. Like they're not gonna guarantee you a spot just because you live in the neighborhood. If they're able to, and they listen, the people they're gonna commit their kids. If they want to send their kids to school, they will let them go 45 minutes on the train just to go to that school. They don't care. Yeah. They will take their kid back and forth to go to that school. So I think that's where there's going to be a lot of the real dissension. I think this September, we're going to see that swell before, the real buck up of the election time. So
I want to real quick move on. I want to lighten up the mood a little bit, y'all. I want to play some clips. And I just want to ask y'all how y'all feel about these particular clips. It's, some funny shit, some not so funny shit, some kind of weird shit, you know what I'm saying? But let's, we got about 10 minutes left. I want to lighten the mood just a little bit, y'all. Like you said, Tex, we will get into this type of conversation on the Graveyard Shift coming up this week for sure.
Also, let me ask you, Ox and Pirate, that political show. I think it's on Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely tap in. I'm pretty sure they're gonna definitely have some insight onto this. Salute to Pirate And salute to Ox for that new show.
Let me ask y'all: did she react like you would expect her to, or is she going overboard?
Yeah, I got you now. It's just some water. You'll survive.
What the fuck?
I spent $1,000 on my head, you play.
I knew it was gonna be the
It's not that bad.
You mean it's not that bad?
I mean, you're being a crybaby. You didn't even go that
I
far.
did. If it wasn't for me grabbing on that thing in the way from me.
I mean, but there's a rope. I would have saved you. There's a rope. I would have saved you. You see the rope right there?
Oh, get the rope out there. Hey, you filming me?
You see that rope right there?
Right now, you think that's funny?
No, I would have just taken the rope out and I would have thrown it out.
Yo.
I'm not going nowhere with y'all. I'm all the way home.
Calm down. It's not that bad. You'll be all right.
Oh my God, I couldn't die. I couldn't die. From water?
I'm gonna die. It's crazy.
Nah, bro.
It's just water. Just the fishes are swimming in there. I mean, if the water was flat.
I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy.
Bro ain't cool for that. What y'all think? Was that too far or what?
That ain't too far, bro. Yo, at first thought, real quick text. At first thought, I knew at first it was gonna be about the hair. Like, yeah, like you wasn't supposed to push in the water, bro. Like something about the hair, bro. Like, yeah, she spent money on the hair. But then she going off. She just had a near-death situation. She had a near-death experience, bro. She just saw God. She saw the light and fought to come back to life. Yo, dog, she is acting like she had an epiphany just now, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Not gonna lie to you, dog. I think she doing you a favor, dog. Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone.
Yes. Yeah, leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone. That's all I gotta say for that. Leave her alone, bro. She's not for you. She's not your type of humor.
Right.
So, but did you hear him? Because she said I could have died. He said from water. Like, yeah, nigga, from water. You could drown. But okay.
But them waves wasn't that crazy, bro. Like the rope was right. Can you swim?
For sure. I'm guaranteeing you that's a white guy. He lost the mark. That's a white guy for sure. He didn't care about the hair and none of that. That's a white guy.
Let me ask y'all this. Should we keep kids out of our pranks? Y'all check this out.
Yeah, check that out.
Wait, what?
Just look.
Wait, what? No. No.
Hold on.
That's weird. You're weird.
I'm sorry.
That's a lie.
I'm choking you out. I'm not even funny. That's not even funny. I'm not gonna hug you after. I might fight you after. Like, are you kidding me?
You know you can only do this to women right now, right? You ain't seen no man yet, right?
Now hold on. Watch.
Oh my God.
She's alright.
He hugging him and shit. Fuck a hug.
Yeah. Slapping fire out you. Yeah, he's bugging out.
Oh shit.
Peekaboo, I see you. You ever seen anything like this? I've never seen it. It's a joke, dude. Look. Don't do drugs.
Oh, man. Get there.
That nigga too nice, bro. He a nice guy right there.
Is that funny?
That's a nice guy.
Not
right
really.
There. That is a nice guy right there, bro.
He would have got fucked up.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Ox.
That's an
No, Tex. Tex. You being too nice. That I'm not gonna lie to you, Ox. That prank right there could cost you your life. I'm not gonna lie.
It ain't no. I don't need to get around the front of you to see you, bro. I'm from the back, nigga. I'm snuffing you. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you open your robe in front of my kids. I don't even need to see. I don't care.
Somebody gonna rush him from the back and just steam him out, bro.
And then we'll laugh about it later. I'm knocking you out first, and then I'm gonna laugh like, oh, you were just joking. All right. Don't joke around like that no more. You
joke around with the wrong person like that, they not even gonna hesitate, bro. They're just gonna lose their mind off rip. You see your cameraman, you see, you're gonna get knocked out. So you're out cold. So like you're out to play right now. You're like screen came and set, you're out to play. You got knocked out.
Yeah.
Your man is coming over to help you out with the defense, but he's gonna get knocked out too.
Right, easy. I might choke out your cameraman too, low key.
Yeah, look. So Bama say, especially if I have a daughter, bro. Like this, the thing about that. I understand we protect our daughters. We do. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, son, daughter. You can't even do that to my dog, nigga. I'm tripping. Right. Like, nigga, I'm tripping, bro. You can't do that to my goldfish, nigga. No fucking way.
Right. That
I don't even know how you think about that prank. Like your mind was
but
that one.
That's what I was thinking, Easy. I'm like, how the fuck did this weird ass motherfucker think to do that, bro? Like, you like, cause I'll be feeling like, bro. I'll be feeling like sometimes, bro. These pranks are just not worth it, bro. It's just not worth it. But okay, this is the last clip I got for y'all. I want y'all to hear this girl's story, and I want to know how y'all feel about this. And why do some women allow this type of behavior to keep going on? And also, I wish they would have dropped their but you know that's just me though. Yeah,
for research purposes, obviously.
Yeah, facts, of course.
For educational purposes.
Oh my god.
We did it.
Oh boy.
He didn't have a car, so I would let him use my car when I go to work. Well, he took my car and went to go pick up another bitch, took her out to eat, and I guess they kissed, whatever, and he didn't tell me till like months later when we were like kind of rocky. We're like, okay, just say whatever you've done and I'll say whatever I done. And he's like, well,
that nigga fell for that. You said what I done, I'll tell you what I done. No, nigga, what?
No way.
I don't do anything.
That nigga's living dangerous, bro. That nigga.
Yeah. Go ahead, bitch. What did you do? Who, me? I didn't do shit. But go ahead.
But you go ahead. Okay. You tell me what you did. Right.
You go first. You go first.
Are you dumb, nigga? What?
I took your car and took a bitch out, and like we kissed, whatever. But I feel like that's still not the worst part. When I was pregnant and I was giving birth to my baby, he told me he would go get us breakfast. So I let him take my car to go get us breakfast. And it's like 4 hours later, I'm like, damn, where is he, you know?
Traffic, maybe.
Probably traffic. I'm thinking that like, you know, I'm just had a baby. He's not doing nothing like that.
Traffic.
Well, I get a call from his mom like an hour after like the 4 hours that I was waiting. And he went and go pop bars. He went to go pick up his friend. They went to go get food. He crashed my car. And like, he still pulls up to come see me because the baby was already born. And he's like stumbling, embarrassing me in front of my whole family or whatever.
Oh, he was drunk.
And I just told his mama like, just take his ass home. Like, I don't want him here. My family was like turning up on him, you know? So I feel like that was one of the last straw. So I was like, you know, like we're done. Like we're not doing this.
That's Mexican milk right there.
You want to make out?
What the fuck?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's horchata.
Hell yeah.
Boy. Woo. She looking high.
So what's the final verdict on that? Because I got to run.
Go ahead, Easy. Yeah, go ahead, Easy.
Yo, that is wild crazy. I can't believe that's the final straw for you. Like so I want to know everything else that he did for that one to be the final straw. But yo, you showing up to your baby. Yo, and you showing up to your fucking baby being born drunk as hell, crashing the whip.
He was pop. You didn't hear her? She said he went to pop bars. That nigga was fucked up.
Yo, dog, you living dangerous, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew, from the minute I heard the story from the beginning, I knew it. Like, you living dangerous, dog. You a type of nigga I gotta know where to bring you to, bro. You house gang. That's where I bring you to your house, and you stay there.
The house is W Mans. I'm gonna hold you. W Man, W Move. Shorty, link up. Just link up with me. But salute to Ox. Salute. You already know the vibe. Like, comment, subscribe. Is the NSBC, man, the greatest morning show on earth. Hood CNN. On top of that, too, I want to shout out this. The lots on Tiny Decks, W Move. W Move for Ryan Leslie and Locks. When I get a chance, go to Tiny Decks and watch Ryan Leslie and the Locks. That shit was fire.
Real quick, Ox, before you go. I know we wasn't here yesterday, but I just want to remind people we had a historic day happen in history 1 year ago. So I just want to bring it back to our attention. A historic day happened for us, and a lot of things became monumental for us. The famous Montgomery boat brawl happened 1 year ago yesterday. We got to see the famous chair. We got to see the amazing swimmers. We got to see
Yes.
the amazing black men group
Yes.
formalize
Black
like Power
excellence.
Rangers.
Yes.
That was
Walk
one
in
day
time.
that was away
You
from
walk-
the Black History Month. That is going to be down in Black history. Away from
Forever
Black
and
History
ever,
Month,
bro.
but we'll always be in Black history. We got to remember this day. We have to celebrate this day, and we have to, appreciate the people that gave us this.
Salute to Lowe, salute to Penn, salute to Ox. Ox is wilding out. You already know the vibes. Like, comment, and subscribe. And Champagne Room in effect. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's about to be a crazy